Have you heard of the Aborigines Rights Society? Yes, I'm sure from common social studies, we remember names like John Mensah Saba, and then De Graft, and then Co. It was in 1897 that a group of elites, most of them being lawyers and then other businessmen, came together and then formed the Aborigines Rights Society. On to what end? In 1896, the British sought to pass a bill which would have given them the capacity or the authority to confiscate our lands, or to literally take them because of, in the light of colonialism. And when these people, they were elites that have had access through education and certain exposures in the Western world, and then they have seen the need for the land to be fought for so that we maintain the control of our own lands. So they came together, formed the Aborigines Rights Society, and then they repealed it. Some of them represented Ghana or Gold Coast at that time, and then they went to the Queen at that time, and then they made some negotiations. All in all, they succeeded in abolishing the rights or the bill that would have given them, that is the British, the power to confiscate our lands. We would have suffered the same fate like that which happened to Zimbabwe and then that which happened to South Africa. It took a ruthless approach by the president then of Zimbabwe, who passed on, and then because of that there were a lot of schisms that happened. In South Africa, we know the tension between the white dominated places and then the black dominated places. So Ghana would have suffered that same fate if not for the work or the effort of the elites in the forming and advancing through the Aborigines Rights Society. We thank God for men like these. Their time is off. This is our time. I would like to ask a very simple question before I pull off. If the elites of the 19th century, the likes like Kingsley Hayford, the likes like Mensah Saba, the likes like De Graft, and then other people, if they committed to stand for the land, if they committed to a sense of patriotic nationalism in order to make sure that our land does not go into the hands of the then powerful British, I would like to know what has happened or what is happening to our elites. If you are listening to me and then you are an elite of any kind, special skills, exposure, you are in the diaspora, you are a lecturer, you are a professional, you are a nurse, a pharmacist, an engineer, a lawyer, even a student, especially at the tertiary school, the question we must be asking is that what has been the massive contribution of the elites to Ghana's development? In fact, one of the group of people that have woefully failed Ghana, unfortunately, in our time, will be the elites, because we are all filled with a sense of self-preservation. Each one is pursuing his or her own parochial, subjective, plan. For most of what we are doing, we have no sense of communalism. There is no sense of collectivism, that we want to do something to stay afloat. The elite has a serious role to play, because our grandmothers and then the people who are less privileged to have the exposures, the intelligence, the certification that we have, I believe strongly that it is time for the elites of Ghana to arise and go beyond what we are doing now, because indeed we have failed our nation. And unto when are we going to change? This is the time, and let me know your thoughts why the elites of today seem to be indifferent. Thank you.